Hello, good morning. I'm Dr. Sonali here. We are here on Education on Cloud. For class 10 science, we have a chapter named Carbon and its compound. We have already covered this chapter. Let us do quick revision with the exam point of view. What are organogens? The elements from which organic life starts are called organogens. Like carbon is the backbone of all the organic compound, okay? Like supported by elements like hydrogen. When it combines with carbon and hydrogen, it is called hydrocarbons. Then nitrogen, oxygen. So like we say carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are which has carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Everything is present like this. So they are all called organogens. Now what is states of carbon? Carbon is the compound which can exhibit allotropy. Allotropy means the formula will be same, but the structure, texture, appearance, properties will be different. So carbon can appear in the form of diamond, in the form of graphite, in the form of fullerenes. Okay, you can only see diamond used in jewelries, and by carving it gives, that stone gives a very beautiful kind of appearance, but the graphite is not having that kind of appearance. But graphite is used as a lubricant, it can use as a conductor also. Diamond is non-conductor like that. So graphite used in electrodes, in the pencil lead, many other places. Okay, so fullerenes also has very important applications. Let us see. Carbon occurs in free state as diamond, graphite, and in the form of coal also. So carbon occurs in the combined state as carbonates of metals. Carbonates of metals, like for example metal is sodium, so we can say sodium carbonate. We can say metal is magnesium, so magnesium carbonate. Okay, all kinds of living being as petroleum and carbon dioxide. Petroleum products like diesel, kerosene, all comes under petroleum products. Hydrocarbons, so hydrogen and carbon will be present, and carbon dioxide is also present in the environment. Okay, next we are seeing covalent bond or a molecular bond or homopolar bond. First we will see covalent bond, bond formed by sharing of electron. How bond forms? By sharing of electrons. Molecular bond, because they are in form of molecules, they cannot undergo ionization, so they are in form of molecules, they exist in form of molecules. Homopolar bonds means when the polarity is same, the electronegativity value is same, that time the bond forms is called homopolar. Like for example H and H, both the hydrogens require, both the hydrogens atomic number is 1, so 1 electron each has, but to complete duplet, duplet means attainment of nearest noble gas helium's configuration. So to attainment of duplet, it has sharing of electrons, so it will share one pair of one electron, so total 1 pair of electron. 1 pair is shared means single bond will obtain, 2 pairs are shared means double bond, 3 pairs triple bond, and so on. So we can see here a chemical bond formed by two non-metallic elements, like for example both the hydrogens are non-metallic, by the mutual sharing of one or more electron pair, which is called covalent bond. Okay, so let us see single covalent bond, how it forms. When one pair of electron is shared, that time the bond form is single covalent bond. This is only single bond is obtained between them here. Okay, so we can say a chemical bond formed between two or more metallic elements by mutual sharing of one electron pair only is called single covalent bond. Okay, double covalent bond, a chemical bond formed between two non-metallic elements like two oxygen. Each oxygen, what is the atomic number of oxygen? We will just change the color. Atomic number of oxygen is 8. So if we say outermost electronic configuration will be 2,6. So 6 means it requires 2 electron to complete its octet. Octet means 8 electron in outermost orbit. So you can see here the crosses. Crosses are indicating electron. So around each oxygen there are 6 crosses. Means each oxygen requires 2 electron. So this oxygen shared 2 electron from this. This oxygen shared 2 electron. Like that 2 pairs of electron has been shared. So that is why double bond is forming here. Okay. How many pair of electron shared in covalent bonding, that much bond will form. Like triple covalent bond, how it obtains? A chemical bond formed between two non-metallic elements by mutual sharing of 3 electron pairs are called triple covalent bond. For example, if we talk about nitrogen, nitrogen's atomic number is 7. So 2, 5 means to complete octet 3 more electrons are required. Now here we can say there are 5 crosses around nitrogen. Why? Because outermost valence electrons are called valence electrons are 5. Now it requires 3 more electrons. So this nitrogen will share 3 electrons from another nitrogen, and this nitrogen will share 3 electrons from another. So total how many pairs are being shared? 1, 2 and 3. So that is why triple covalent bond is obtained between nitrogen. Okay. What is covalency? A number of electron pair in which element mutually shares with another atom or atom of same or different elements to acquire a stable configuration. That is only called covalency. Okay. Next we are seeing what is covalent compound or molecular compound. The chemical compound formed as a result of mutual sharing of electron pair. Just now we have seen what is mutual sharing of electron pair. 2 or more different kind of atoms, which is called covalent compound. Okay. What is non-polar covalent compound? A covalent compound in which shared pair of electron equally distributed between 2 or more different atoms. Like for example, if we say here in the formation of hydrogen, just now we will see, so equally both are sharing 1 and the electronegativity value is also same. So this is called non-polar covalent bond. So like methane, ethane, they all have similar. Then polar covalent bond, when the covalent compound in which shared pair of electron unequally distributed. Why they are unequally distributed? One will have more electronegativity, another will have less electronegativity. Electronegativity is electron capturing power towards itself. Like for example, water molecule, if we say water molecule, each oxygen's outermost orbital, there are 6 electrons. So 1 electron is shared by 1 hydrogen, and there are 2 set of lone pairs are present on the oxygen. Now oxygen is more electronegative, so delta negative charge will acquire, and here we can say hydrogen is less electronegative, so delta positive charge will acquire. Delta is for partial charge, partial positive and partial negative charge. We can say in HCl also the unequal distribution, hydrogen will share 1 electron, and now we can say here chlorine is more electronegative, so electron cloud is getting more tilted towards chlorine, like this. Okay. Then properties of covalent bond, they have low melting points and low boiling points. Why low melting and boiling points? The bond is comparatively less stronger than ionic bond. They have low densities. Okay, density is mass per unit volume. Their density is generally less than water. They are generally gaseous or volatile liquids or soft solids. They are insoluble in water, very important it is, but few covalent compounds are soluble in water, like honey, sugar, all this. Why? Because they are forming hydrogen bond with water. So covalent compound which can form hydrogen bond with water are soluble in water, otherwise they are insoluble in water. Okay. They are bad conductors of electricity also, because there are electric current to pass from one end to another end, passage is required. So passage will be provided either by free electrons or free ions. So covalent compound are in form of molecules, so they cannot provide that passage for electric current. They are bad conductor of electricity. Diamond is the purest crystalline form of carbon, in which hardest naturally occurring substance. Okay, so which is the use for the cutting tools. At the tip of the cutting tools also diamond will be used, because it is the hardest substance. It has you will study hybridization also. So it has sp3 hybridization, which makes structure very compact. It does not have any free electrons, so it cannot conduct any electricity, and the perfect geometrical shape is there. Okay. Other pure crystalline forms are graphite and fullerenes. That is, in Buckminster fullerene, each molecule has 60 atoms arranged in hexagon and pentagon. So they look like football, the structure will look like football, and there are like this. See, hexagonal ring is attached with pentagonal ring, like that the attachment will be there. Then the catenation. Catenation is a tremendous property of carbon. That is why most of the organic compound are present with carbon, because each carbon can singly connected with another carbon and form a long chain compound. That is only called catenation. So property of carbon with link with other carbon atoms and other elements with single, double or triple bond, so as to form large number of compound, which is called catenation. Okay. Then organic chemistry is the branch of chemistry dealing with carbon compounds other than carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and carbonates, which is called organic chemistry. Okay, other than carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and so on. Then what is organic compounds? The compounds of carbon other than carbon monoxide and dioxide, hydrogen carbonates are called organic compound. Okay. Like saturated organic compounds we will see, like organic compounds in which all the 4 valencies of carbon atoms are satisfied by single covalent bond are called saturated organic compounds. Okay, so where all the valencies are satisfied by a single covalent bond. Then we can say unsaturated compounds where there is carbon-carbon double bond and triple bond are present, like benzene is unsaturated organic compound, this is ethyne, this is ethene. Okay, so here we can say there is present of double and triple bond. What is hydrocarbon? When carbon combines with hydrogen, you are getting a product is called hydrocarbon. So when there is one carbon, we have IUPAC naming also we have studied. When there is one carbon, which is called, the root word should be used, meth. Okay, so this is called methane. N is when single bonded is present, that is called methane. Then this is ethane, because there are 2 carbons are present. N is again for single bond present. When there is a presence of double bond, that is called ethene, and triple bond ethyne. So en is for double bond, ion is for triple bond. Let us see straight chain hydrocarbon when they all are connected with a straight chain, like hydrocarbons in which all the carbon atoms are linked to one another in a straight chain by single covalent bond. We can see here this is called butane, because their but word is used for 4 carbon, all are connected with a straight chain. Okay. Next we are talking branch chain, like we can see here there is one branch here. So if we number it 1, 2 and 3, so carbon number 2 has this branch is coming, methane is CH4, minus H is coming CH3. So that's what that radical is called methyl. So 2 methyl propane. Propane means prop word is used for 3 carbon, total 3 carbon in long chain, that is why it is called propane. So hydrocarbon in which one or more carbon atoms are attached to the main straight chain of carbon atoms by a single covalent bond are called branch chain hydrocarbon. Okay. Next we are talking isomerism. Isomerism means here molecular formula will be same, but the structural arrangement will be different. That is only called isomerism. Like we can say here there is a carbon present. For example, there are 4 carbons in straight chain, or we can say like this. Okay. So if we say molecular formula or number of atoms, there are 4 carbon atom here, 4 carbon atom here also. But the arrangement you can see here straight chain, here branch chain. There is one branch also like this. So this kind of structure, when structural behavior is different, physical and chemical properties due to difference in arrangement of carbon atoms in their structure, they are called, that phenomena is called isomerism, and they are called isomers of each other. Okay. Now what are isomers? Having the same molecular formula but different structural formula and hence different physical and chemical properties also. They are called isomers of each other. Like straight chain unsaturated hydrocarbon, if we talk, hydrocarbons in which carbon atoms are arranged in a straight chain such that there is a double or triple covalent bond between pair of carbon atoms called straight chain unsaturated carbon. We can see here this is straight chain. They are arranged in a straight chain only, but there is a double bond present here. Here there is a single bond. So the total number of carbon are 3. So it is used word as prop. Prop word is used for 3 carbon and en word is used for double bond present. So that's what it is called propene. Okay. Then ring chain saturated hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon in which carbon atoms are arranged in the form of ring and bonded by single covalent bond. We can say here ring means it's not necessary it should be spherical. It can be first carbon is directly connected to last carbon. It can be any shape. So for example, this is hexagon, hexagonal structure, and the cyclic structure where single bond is only present. That is why it is called cyclo prefix will be used. Hex is for 6 carbon, okay, and N is for single bonds present. Okay. Like this the structure will be. Now ring chain unsaturated hydrocarbon, hydrocarbon in which carbon atoms are arranged in form of ring and are bonded by one or more double covalent bonds are called ring chain. We can say here this is a hexagonal ring but alternate single and double bond is present. This is the structure of benzene. Okay. Now what is alkanes? Saturated hydrocarbons are divided into 3 classes: alkane, alkene and alkyne. Alkane is all carbon-carbon single bond, alkene carbon-carbon double bond, and alkyne carbon-carbon triple bond. So alkane general formula will be CnH2n plus 2, and compounds of carbon and hydrogen in which all the valencies are satisfied by single covalent bond. Okay, single covalent bond. The structure of methane, ethane, propane we can see here like this, the structure will be, these are called alkanes. Okay. Now, what is homologous series? A group of member of same class of organic compound which differ by a CH2 group or when arranged in order of ascending molecular mass is called homologous series. We can see here each member, suppose alkane series, methane, ethane, propane, each member differ by another member with CH2 group. CH2 group or 14 units. 14 units means atomic mass of carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1, 1 into 2 is 2, 12 plus 2 is 14 units. Okay, like this. Then what is homology? The member of same class when arranged in order of ascending molecular mass such that they differ by 14 AMU or a CH2 group are only called homology or homologous series. Now series can be alkane series, alkene series, alcohol series, anything, the family members. Okay. And next is alkene, a homologous series of unsaturated hydrocarbon. Unsaturated means there is a double bond present, and for example ethene, propene, ene should be suffix will be used here. Okay. In the straight chain carbon atoms are called alkenes and the general formula will be CnH2n. Here we can say for example if we write about ethene. So ethene will be 2 carbon, double bond. Each carbon should be having 4 valencies around that. So here we can say this is the structure. Okay. So straight chain with double bond between carbon-carbon. Now alkynes, ine word is used where there is carbon-carbon triple bond and the general formula will be CnH2n minus 2. So here a homologous series of unsaturated hydrocarbon characterized by the presence of triple covalent bond between carbon. The straight chain carbon atoms are called alkynes. Like for example we can say ethyne. So ethyne means eth word is used for 2 carbon and each carbon should have 4 valencies. So 3 are satisfied here, 1 we will write it, 1 hydrogen. So this is called ethyne. Okay. Next we are talking alkyl radicals. How radicals are formed? The fragment of an alkane molecule. Alkane molecule means for example you have taken here ethane molecule C2H6 minus hydrogen. So what will remaining? C2H5. So from ethane it is coming, so it is called ethyl. From methane CH4 minus H if you do, CH3 will come, that is called methyl. So ethyl, methyl, propyl, like this. So yl word is used for radical. Now this is straight chain is called alkyl radical or alkyl group here. Okay. General formula of alkyl group will be CnH2n plus 1 and where n stands for number of carbon atoms in a carbon chain. So here if number of carbon atoms are 2, we have to use root word as eth.